Alright, guys, this is a D here. And you know, and I know that we are all hyped for the upcoming Marvel Spider Man 2 game to be releasing this fall, I believe, in 2023. And I have a theory or something that I think that should happen. And me and a friend of mine, you may have seen on the channel named No Nonsense Spider, has also had the same idea where Peter at the end of Marvel Spider-Man 2 for a post-credit scene should have a child with MJ. Now let me explain this. Just to be clear. In the first game, it starts off with them being broken up over like different ideals and how they want to do things with their relationship. And throughout the game, we see how basically like how they broke up, the reason why, and how MJ doesn't feel like she doesn't want to be like protected all the time. Just doesn't feel like she want to be like the Princess Peach in the relationship, and stuff like that. And so at the end of the game, they make up, and then in the DLC they start talking a little bit more, and they start to trust each other. They start to become more of a team, you know. And what I think is, I feel like MJ and Peter should, at the end of the game, there should be like a post-credit scene, right? Wait, no, hold on. No, I think this is not scripted at all. So it's not scripted at all. So mind me for my stuttering. But I feel like at the end of the game, there should be something that happens where Peter and MJ decide to get married, and at the post-credit scene, it shows Peter and Miles at like it's like a time skip, right? It's a time skip where it's just Peter and Miles. Peter is in his mid-30s, and Miles is like in his 20s. He's an adult now, and they're still doing Spider-Man things. He's more experienced now and whatever, stuff like that. And they're talking whatever, and MJ butts in and she's making jokes with Peter, kisses him on the cheek, and then gives him a pregnancy test and tells him that it's positive. And then it ends with Peter. He's like surprised, scared, but yet he has like a smile on his face with like a tear rolling down. And that's how the game ends. That right there, I feel like should be the perfect like send off for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Because recently in Marvel Comics, I have no idea why, but Marvel they just don't want Spider-Man like to have like anything good happen to him. I don't know why. I cannot tell you why they just despise him, even though he's like the most popular fictional character of all time, right? And you have this big icon, and yet he just takes L after L after L. And sure, you can say like, oh yeah, he's Spider-Man, he's supposed to be relatable, he's supposed to take L's or whatever. But like, yeah, that's in the early time, right? That's in the early stages. Nowadays, he shouldn't be making the same mistakes and like just restarting the same thing over and over, like a test rat or whatever, right? Then in the newest run, I think it's the newest run, but the very recent run where Peter gets cucked. He gets cucked by MJ by some random dude named Paul. Like, I can't make this up. Like, you literally cannot even like write this. This isn't like something you can like come off with the top of your dome. No, they actually like decided to publish this and be like, you know what, this is a great idea. Let's get him cucked harder than Sneeko. All right, this man, I don't know what's worse. All right, getting like your girlfriend just piped, all right in front of you, or your girlfriend and you get separated, right, with some other dude that you don't know at all, and you do all this work to go ahead and get her back and whatever, and then you come back and she has two kids, two kids with that dude you never met before, and you're just you know, fine with it. They're like, oh, I got cucked by my girlfriend, who the writers will never like let me change like any type of girl. There's like a gazillion different girls in the freaking Marvel universe, Peter. I don't know why you just stay only with MJ, but okay, like she isn't the only redhead girl in New York. I promise you that. But okay, yeah. So instead of Paul giving MJ that pipe, we want our big boy, daddy long legs Peter giving MJ the big old spider pipe. All right, we are giving my boy a W. All right, I'm tired of the Peter Parker disrespect that he has been getting in the comics, and needs to stop now. This video is slowly going to turn into a rant about how much I hate how Marvel is treating Spider-Man nowadays. But I do not care, man. He needs it, dog. He deserves it. There is a there is a non-canon run where it is freaking Spider-Man, MJ, and her daughter. I think her name is like Mayday or some other name, but they're all like a Spider-Man family. Her daughter has his powers. MJ has a suit that like calls upon like freaking Peter's powers on like some Power Rangers type stuff, and it's so cool. It's so wholesome and whatever. And of course it's non-canon, because whenever Spider-Man takes a dub, it's non-canon. So you know, excuse me. And what this could lead up to in like the third game is like very interesting. So what I was thinking of for like the third game, if Peter does have or is confirmed to have a kid with MJ, he'll be like very like stressful, you know? And then like imagine like something happens where in the third game like Carnage or something like that is introduced, and he like finds out like Peter's identity and goes after MJ and almost kills her, right? And Peter just starts getting rageful or whatever. And, you know, the famous Andrew Garfield line that he stopped pulling his punches thing, and he started going on like a rampage, trying to go and like kill Cletus or whatever. And then Miles, my boy, can like, since he's like older now, he like has like a lot of experience and like try to like use his powers to like stop Peter and whatever, and like remind him like who he was, remind him why he is the way he is or whatever, you know, little wholesome little come back to the light side type stuff, whatever. And what we could see is at the end of the game, if Marvel Spider-Man 3 happens where he has a kid, they could have a thing where Peter can retire. Peter will retire from Spider-Man and pass on the mantle to Miles. And they could bring back the thing from the Miles Morales game, which is the Spider-Man Oath scene. And they can have that, and then the final swing of Miles, and then they can probably do like a credit scene of like some other Spider character or whatever they want to continue on. But you know, something like that. Like the best what I can come off on the top of my head, it's like something like that I feel like would be like so good for the character. I feel like Peter needs something, you know, man. Like he needs like any type of W he can get. He is my favorite character of all time when he's written well. When he's written terribly like that, he's like one of my least favorite characters of all time. But when he's written good, I absolutely like positively just love him in every single last possible way. When he's written good and he's getting a W, which is a very rare sight, but you know, Spider-Man does have his rare W's, but you know, they don't always last long, right? So that's all I really wanted to like spew out here. I want to know if you have any thoughts on like different ways how Marvel's Spider-Man 2 can like make its story, because I hope they don't do a thing where Peter and MJ are like fighting again and whatever. I don't want to see that, because that's just gonna be completely redundant, and just like the same thing we already seen in the first game. So, you know, and also I just want to see my boy just, give MJ the freaking daddy long legs pipe. All right, that's what I want to see, or at least know that he did. But other than that, I'm gonna leave it off with you guys here. Let me know what you guys think the next game should be like. Again, a quick little recap of what I wanted to see. I feel like Spider-Man 2 should end with Peter and MJ being married. Just so the fact that this Spider-Man is indeed an old Spider-Man. He reminds me a lot of Peter B. Parker from Spider-Verse. And he since he is an older Spider-Man, I feel like there should be like no excuse why he's like, not matured enough to like take the fact that he's gonna be a dad, and they even hinted at the fact that he could be a dad in the Black Cat DLC. And MJ was like, "Oh, with the right person, whatever." And they looked at each other like very like lovey eye, like, "Ooh, yeah, I want you to be the daddy." But yeah. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I know I've probably just rambled on for about like what, like probably like 11-30 minutes at this point. But I just want to get some stuff off my chest about how I feel like Marvel Spider-Man 2's story should be with Peter and MJ at the end of the game. Because we know very little because it hasn't been like a trailer for the game in about like a year. So I'm just shut up now. I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next video of the game. Because I will be covering Marvel Spider-Man 2. Absolutely. I'll probably buy it like day one. All right. So expect me to go and probably do a playthrough or at least do small clips of the game on my channel. And yeah, without further ado, I shall end this video right now. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.